Welcome back, Anime Lately fans, and now Dragon Ball Super fans. It is I, your boy rayapollo, back at it again, here to talk with my boy, Legendy Vash, about the newest chapter of Dragon Ball Super, the manga. And if you didn't notice, yes, we've decided to talk about the manga now because, we should have been doing this, but now we have a lot more time to do it. So we're finally going to do it.
And plus, it deserved the spotlight more, just like we do for Chainsaw Man now, just like we do for Boruto and everything. Podcast is great, but we couldn't go into spoilers, into the depth, into the knowledge about Goku, his transformation now, and about the Fireball World. Now we can actually go talk about that for good straight 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, so to understand how these videos work, we are going into full spoilers about the manga thus far, and basically we will be reviewing the new chapters as they come out because Super is a monthly, like Boruto. So yeah, we're going to talk about any and everything. So if you're here not having read it so far, spoilers beware, because we're going to talk about them. But really, we're just going to pick up with this chapter 64. Goku, the Galactic Patrol Officer?
Yes.
Which that was kind of like a fun title to see. You know, that reminded me of old Dragon Ball type stuff. I could hear it in the announcer's voice. It's like, Goku, the Galactic Patrol Officer. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's actually, I like this. And I'll be honest, a lot of Dragon Ball Super, the manga, has reminded me of older Dragon Ball Z in the good way.
I agree because as many has seen in the podcast and everything, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan. I'm more of a Dragon Ball GT or the original Dragon Ball series. I like Z for what it is, but Dragon Ball Super manga only has really made me actually fall in love more with the lore of the series. To bring back when Goku went training and how he learned the whole instant teleportation.
When Vegeta went to Yadorat, it was, man, I could not believe that. I could and you're right. It was just little nods to things that we have seen in the past that really kind of blew me away. And they expanded on it because we had never seen Yadorat. In Yadorat, somebody will correct how you're supposed to say that. But anyway, I don't remember ever seeing that outside of maybe a movie. If they even did that in a movie, but it was really
I believe so, but it was short.
Vegeta to go be there and be like, all right, I also need to learn some new techniques, but then for it to be wasted almost immediately when he got back. So
it was wasted so quick, but that's such a Dragon Ball thing. And with Goku being that MC, and I like what he did about this chapter himself more, is that him with Ultra Instinct, he acts more consciously, he thinks more. And
I feel like this is because this is actually perfected. This is perfected.
But
Ultra Instinct.
But it was very curious to know how he acts Namir's the other agent patrol guy. What's his name?
Jocko.
He asked him why did you join? Why did you join to become a officer of the Galactic Patrol? He wanted to know what was your reasoning to save the universe, protect the universe, because Murs had his own reason as well. So he wanted to know what's your reason to know is this the right thing to do?
Yeah, and it's really nice to know that Ultra Instinct is not just another raw power up, if that makes sense. It's based on his emotional state as well. Yeah, he has to kind of remain calm to get to this form, which we notice, which isn't the usual for Super Saiyan, not for Saiyan period. It's not how Saiyan transformations have worked ever before. Saiyan powers are usually triggered by anger and raw power.
Or rage, rage when Krillin has died and then he just turned into Super Saiyan, everything like that.
Right. So this is a completely opposite reaction, if you think about it. Completely opposite from when Krillin died. Murs died and he was kind of like, oh, it was more of a serious, somber tone that allowed him to hit this.
This reminds me of, I don't know if this kind of compared, but it reminds me of the Hope Green Lanterns. Of the Hope Lantern, of the blue, like the more calm, when something bad happens, they try to still have, still try to be optimistic. Let's try to have some hope. So that's what kind of remind me of, because when I saw the panel in page 8 and also in page 7, that panel of Goku remind me a lot of Gohan, his hair going up, his hair going off of Goku. It kind of remind me a lot of Gohan, which makes sense because father and son. But the panel was more calm because Gohan is more of a calm character more than Goku.
Yeah, that's. Now when he was a child, no, yes, but yeah, when he, guess Teen Gohan, once he actually hit rage mode, it kind of had this weird sense of eerie calmness too. But I
Yeah,
feel like that's also like a stance they get into when they know that they're stronger than their opponent most times.
that is
If you
true.
think about it, they get into this eerily calm like state. It's like a zen anger, which is weird, but it works. But I don't know, this chapter was this was very reminiscent of a few different OG villains from Dragon Ball for me. Like I've seen moments of like brief moments of Cell and Frieza and even Vegeta from Moro
Yeah,
in this fight, which has been really cool to see. Like it's just you can tell Toriyama's like he's trying to expand upon his lead character, which is Goku, for the first time in a while, if you ask me, which is really refreshing to me because Goku's been kind of one note forever. I mean, and it still kind of is. I'm not saying he's becoming this complicated character. He's not. It's just that he's making Goku more than just a dummy who gets super strong to beat people. He actually cares, and we're starting to see that he cares more about what he's actually fighting for. He's trying to identify that.
I 100% agree because seeing those lines when he had the conversation with Mirrors, when Mirrors asked him, why do you always want to get stronger? And he's like, why do you always give people like some type of second chance? And then Goku even told him that it's because I hope that every time I try to stop them from being even or anything, hopefully they turn to some type of new leaf. So like Vegeta, he stopped it many times and he turned new leaf. He hopes for Frieza, but that probably will never happen.
That was
but
never gonna happen. Some people are just evil.
Yeah. But I love how in this type of manga and Super, it continues to grow for Goku. It's very slow, but still it's that one small snail step that will help us to understand his mindset more. Because we finally find these things out that we should have known years ago or was implied but was never explicit. Right. And I love that.
Well, I mean, you know, Dragon Ball has always been the titular shonen anime. Like this is the one that you watch for fights, not for story, essentially. Yeah. I mean, at least you probably shouldn't have been trying to watch Dragon Ball for story. But it's like I think Toriyama's trying to add more actual story into what he has, and I kind of love that. Like I feel like he's got the ability to do it. You know, so why not? Like let's get more story, let's get more lore behind Goku and the rest of the cast. I want to learn more about them and the rest of the universe that they have, because he still has a whole universe he can flesh out, like legitimately, and we've seen it.
Well, technically he also has 11 other like planets and universe that he could flesh out, because we also have a boy Jiren that could come back, so that's also something interesting hit as well.
I hope that Jiren doesn't come back. Jiren was boring as hell. Yeah, I said it. But I like maybe he could even introduce another tier of gods, or like the demons have to have something similar to the hierarchy of the gods. So I mean, let's flesh that out some more, you know. But there's so many things he could do. But Super has legit, like this Moro arc has been some of my favorite Dragon Ball ever. And I've said this before on a few other shows that we've done and in our group chats personally, but this I've loved the Moro arc. The Moro arc has been fantastic. I really enjoy it.
It's been interesting because it's something that the only time we saw with Magic was with Boo and also Boo's master, and then to see Moro come back and also have the connection with Boo was very fascinating. And also,
yeah, but that was really short lived too.
Yes,
I wish that we got a little bit more of that as well. But I mean, I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm just saying that it's my favorite. You know, I'm like I can say that something's my favorite, but know that it's also not as good as it can be. All right. So, but I've been having a good time. It's been really fun.
And plus the fight with Moro, like showing that he's now not afraid, but more he's angry. Where Goku's right now is not having a problem to take him down, and he's like, no, I'll be the one that's strongest. I'm the gods above all. And I'm like, there's literally an angel and literally God destruction right there that can literally take you in seconds.
Well, I mean, it was the line he says that I'm the one who like consumes the gods' creations, which is the planets. Which I was like, yo, okay, like that's true. That's pretty cool. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, Beerus and they're not gonna interfere with this fight. They're not. And so it's just there was one line that I really, 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 really liked, and it was with actually Beerus and Whis talking about Goku.
Yeah.
And where he kind of like Beerus kind of gave him props, and he's like, oh wow. You're basically you're paying him some respect. He's like, well, respect where respect is due, essentially. You know, he's moving like a god right now. And I'm
that's 100% agree. That was my favorite line. And then Goku's like, Lord Beerus, Whis, are you guys here? Like Goku was impressed. And then Beerus was like, don't stop now, just finish the job so we can all eat. So it felt like the same thing. that has always done, but the respecting that Wiz and our boy Beer said was really impactful and really meaningful because showed that they was impressed by Goku having that
Mhm.
perfect Ultra Instinct. But also I
Mhm.
feel bad for Earth. Earth always goes through lava. Like
Oh
Moro
my
just said, like, you
god.
know what? Let's have another lava
I'm
form
just
here.
going. I'm just going eat. I'm just going to blow the planet up. I'm like, okay, here we go. So typical Dragon Ball fashion. He's like, yep. If you like this planet so much, well, if I can't have it, neither can you. So
It's
yeah,
such
I
a
feel
villain
bad for Earth
trope,
too.
but
Yep.
it's good though.
So that's why every time somebody's like, oh, what universe would you live in? People go, oh yeah, Dragon Ball. I'm like, why? They die all the time. Like they literally come and murder Earth just for fun. Nope. Don't want to live there. Mm-mm.
But the most curious thing is how it led up to the end of the chapter when Goku took off his shirt and like is very implying but not sure of what it meant.
So what I got from this is so because he asked Jocko, he's like, oh yeah, is it Moro sentenced to death by the Galactic Patrol? And he goes, yeah, you mind doing that for us? And we all know Goku. So Goku was like, oh well, I'm not gonna fight you as a Galactic Patrolman because I'm not gonna kill you for the Galactic Control Patrol is what I felt was happening. He's like, I'm gonna fight you as Goku from Earth. Basically, I'm gonna give you a chance to not get murdered here, essentially.
But then I like what you're saying because it goes to back what I said earlier about when he had the conversation with Mirrors that he hopes that people will turn a new leaf.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
then it's like, so he quit Galactic Patrol just to become an Earth and just protect as an Earthling. But then Beer said, I got a bad feeling about it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
did. So it's because Goku's too nice. It's basically
but
what they're
then
saying.
but then he also has the form of a god. He has the god
Mm-hmm.
Ultra Instinct. So maybe the god form is influencing him to do something else.
No, this is Goku. I don't think so. This is absolutely just Goku being a dummy. He should have ended it when he had the chance, but Goku's going to give him the chance to be like, all right, stop doing this, go do something else. And then, Moro's gonna be like, you idiot. No. He's gonna do some tricky thing and Goku's gonna have to kill him, or somebody else have to do it. Maybe even Jocko's gonna have to kill him.
I was gonna say what happened if it would happen with before Frieza, because remember in the Frieza movie, Goku let him go.
What the heck? Get out of here. Sorry.
So remember what happened with Frieza and everything, and in the movie Frieza destroyed the planet, and the Wiz had to go back. I think like 2 or 5 minutes, something like that, and then. And then
Yep.
Vegeta had to do, Vegeta had to do the killing, and he said, "I don't mind. I've done this before, and this is for planet Earth. Maybe this is what happens again, where Vegeta probably gets the last minute shine by killing Moro again."
Maybe. Have we even seen Vegeta? We haven't even seen Vegeta and then the side panels.
We did.
Have we?
When Goku and when Gohan and when Piccolo was
Oh,
saying
okay.
what it was
Is
that.
he in that frame? Okay.
But he was in that frame, but he was still trying to get back up. He was like, I'm alright.
Yeah, he got wrecked. Okay, but I don't know. I feel like Goku is gonna do something because it wouldn't be Dragon Ball if it just ended with Goku literally just killing the villain.
To be exact, Vegeta was still getting healed by our boy Dende. I see
Okay.
right now in page 9.
Okay. Well, it could be Vegeta.
Yeah.
Vegeta, because Vegeta does kind of know instant transmission.
That is true. He kind of does. So if Goku said, you know what, you'll be a good guy, and the Moro's probably going to do something by destroying the planet or probably trying to kill Goku, and then probably Vegeta's like, I hate using this move, boom, and then just, puts his hand through the heart or something. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. I just it wouldn't be Dragon Ball if this wasn't something that Goku did.
That's very true.
So I don't know. I've just been really enjoying it. It's just been fun to read. I mean, it's a monthly, which I feel like actually is kind of perfect. I'm not gonna lie. Dragon Ball week to week, I don't think would be as good, to be honest with you.
I agree. I feel like Dragon Ball Super is better as a monthly than Boruto. Boruto as a monthly is Yeah,
I wish Boruto was at least a bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly,
nice.
I agree.
Yeah.
But Super, with the content we've been getting, the fights, the panels, and the art has been very good to actually be a monthly, so it deserves it. So I feel like it's well done for what it is.
Yeah, I agree. Well, any other things about this chapter that you want to talk about? Anything about Super that you want to bring up before we bounce out for the first official coverage episode?
Nah, I'm actually good. I'm very happy with what we're doing with Super. I'm very intrigued by the story. But what I'm more curious to know is where we're heading after this. Like, what's after Moro? Because this was technically the first official arc of the Super Manga after the anime. So I want to know what is next. Like, what's the next big bad? Like, well, is this from another planet or is this from another universe? Like Ray said, that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
we've
curious
kind of
to know.
got to the point where Goku is literally godlike. So it's like, what can they do now except have Battle of the Gods Part 2, you know?
Yeah,
So
maybe verse the clown god, that was very interesting to verse, because that fight with Beerus and the other gods, I was very intrigued. I want to see more of that. Maybe
yeah.
happening in the manga. I want to see more. Dive into that, expand it.
Yeah, and I could also see Dragon Ball Super coming to an end just sooner rather than later. So that way it just is done. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I don't know.
True.
Maybe. But you let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Comment and talk about what we might have missed from this chapter, or what you like most about this chapter, what you think is in the future of the Dragon Ball Super manga. And if you like this content, hit it with a like, because it helps us a lot and gets more Dragon Ball Super fans in here talking about the manga with us. And then if you love what we're doing here in AnimeLately, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just tap it. Tap the subscribe button real light. It helps us out a lot. Until the next time, we appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see you soon. Peace.